Hey everybody, I'm here to talk about Gotham, this ball of mud and meanness. Now, I enjoyed this episode. It's kind of hard to top the last episode with Mr. Freeze and all that, but this was a pretty decent episode, setting us up for the future. We get a lot of Penguin, a lot of Jim, a lot of Bruce. So, all in all, decent episode. Penguin is still being tortured by, Doctor Strange, and basically they're trying to rehabilitate him, and I don't know how to feel about that. I'm really upset that they're sitting in there torturing him, especially after, all that happened to him this season. Even though he is a bad guy, it still was like, dang, I wanna get Hugo Strange to stop torturing him. But anyways, they get all that together. Basically, Hugo Strange is trying to rehabilitate him, and he does it pretty much. I don't know if it's an act by Penguin. Is something gonna trigger his rage down the line in later episodes? But in this episode, he seems to not react with violence anymore. He was attacked by some guy for having ice cream, and then later on he cuts that guy out of the torture chair. So he's rehabilitated. Man, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard seeing that, and it's gonna be hard seeing him be docile for a minute, because I know he's gonna be docile for a minute, and I want that King of Gotham back. He needs to get it together. He's been released. Doctor Strange gave him a clean bill of health, and supposedly he's an experiment. Is it an experiment to see how he does out in the real world? Or does he want Penguin to revert back to his old ways? I don't know. So Jim, he's been given, I guess Leslie is worried about, Miss Kringle. She hasn't cashed any of her last paychecks because Edward Nygma killed her. So, he pretty much goes, asks Ed if he had heard from her or seen her, or why wouldn't she cash her checks. And Nygma is like, he flips out. He thinks, Jim is trying to set him up or something. It's funny to watch because Jim doesn't know anything. He's pretty much just asking just to ask. But Nygma is like, nah, man, you ain't just asking to ask. You just trying to set me up. So that's kind of funny to watch. So other than that, that's pretty much all Jim's play, unless and what he has to do with Bruce. So Bruce has gotten this gun from Cat, and so him and Alfred go to find Matches. So they go, pretty much this guy that Matches set up, Candy. They decide to go get the information from him. Alfred has to fight for the information because Bruce has a big mouth, and Alfred wins, but gets a little, tapped up a little bit. So he's been put in the hospital, and so they get the information, and Bruce goes on his own. So Bruce goes to see this lady named Jerry, who I wouldn't have even recognized if I hadn't been watching Free Willy the other day. I can't remember her name, but it's the trainer for Willy, and she's been in a whole bunch of other stuff, but that's what she's Livewire and Superman, but that's where I recognize, the face from, which is which takes me back a little bit. But she's also been Livewire in the Superman cartoon, which is also pretty awesome. She's also been in a couple video games, I believe. So, but anyways, she gives all the information to pretty much Bruce where Matches is hiding. And this is when Alfred wakes up from getting his beat down, calls Jim, tells him what Bruce is doing. And so Jim goes in, finds Bruce at this club where Jerry is. You know, Jerome made a hot scene for everybody because everybody celebrated him, which is funny. But anyways, Jim tries to, you know, keep Bruce from going where he's going, but, you know, that place doesn't really take well to cops. So Bruce leaves and he gets to Matches Malone first, and Matches doesn't even remember him. He doesn't even, he's killed so many people, he doesn't even, it was just a contract job. He doesn't even remember who Bruce is. And he wants Bruce to kill him because he's not giving Bruce any information. He just tells Bruce to kill him. So Bruce doesn't kill him, and we see that Matches pretty much kills himself. This is when Jim comes up, finally shows up, and they kind of put 2 and 2 together. But like I said, everybody, all in all, a decent episode. Bruce decides that he wants to go on his own. He leaves and, you know, lives on the streets of Gotham with Cat. Like I said, with Bruce, you starting to see that Batman character develop. But how is he going to, you know, he seems to be not, I don't know, how do you focus on learning all kinds of tech, learning all kinds of, you know, antidotes, martial arts styles? I remember him, there's always something where he goes and lives on the streets, you know, to learn crime element, and it just seems he's not, it just seems like he's not, is there enough time to learn everything he needs to learn to become Batman in time? It's just like he's not focused on fighting, he's not focused on anything. He's really, hopefully this whole Matches, his parents' killer, you know, finally kind of being solved. He'll focused on more stuff like that. I don't know, you guys, but like I said, Penguin's out. Jim is looking for Miss Kringle, I guess, which makes no sense why they would. If she left, she left. But I guess not cashing your paychecks is a big, huge sign of, you know, you disappearing and not caring about, you know. But anyways, you guys, tell me what you liked about this episode. Tell me what you didn't like about this episode. Subscribe to the channel, you guys, and I'll see you guys for another video soon. Alright, see ya.